I hate when I see a man that's so fine and then I pass him and he doesn't say anything. Like when people say, oh, girls don't shoot they shot. Yes, they do. If I look at you like this, like say you walking this way and I'm walking like this, and if I look at you like this, that's me shooting my shot. Come say something.
What you saw wasn't nothing. It was intent expressed without noise. He made his move calmly, confident enough to test the moment and keep moving. You didn't recognize it in real time. Men like that don't linger, don't over-explain, and don't circle back for validation. When the moment passes, they let it pass. No resentment, no chase, just quiet detachment and forward motion.
For over 40 years, women have told men to leave them alone. Don't approach me, you creep, they would all say. And it turns out if you keep telling men to stay away from you, they will. Modern women are going on TikTok to whine about men not approaching them. Back in the day, it was simple. A guy saw a pretty woman, walked up to her and said hi. Of course, women called that predatory and patriarchy, and now everything's messed up. Men not approaching women anymore.
This is too true. I just want to talk about this. Ain't no way I'm as hot as that girl. But when I was like just 19 and when I went to the club, everybody and everyone's mom was touching me. It was so gross. I literally walk away and there'd be like, what? There'd be men that'd be like, bitch, why the fuck are you walking away from me? But this year and last year when I went to the club, no matter how hot I looked, no matter how much boobs I showed, no matter how much skin-tight clothes I was wearing, no matter how much makeup I was wearing, no man was hitting on me. Not that I want men to hit on me, but no one was hitting on me at all. Like, it was crazy. And like, I just wonder what changed. Like, genuinely, I wonder what changed.
What was communicated was clear. Attention wasn't welcome. Men adjusted accordingly and stepped back without drama. Now the same space feels quiet, not because men disappeared, but because they respected the boundary and redirected their energy elsewhere. Attention doesn't operate on command. It follows openness and alignment. When the rules change, behavior changes, and grounded men adapt rather than argue.
Boys don't ask you out anymore. What they do is they look at you from across the room and they'll be like, huh, she's pretty. I bet that's my wife. And then they just like take out their phone and watch basketball clips on YouTube Shorts. They're just like, oh, nice. And I think that's why the birth rate is dropping, honestly.
What used to feel natural now feels needlessly complicated. A simple greeting can turn into scrutiny, misinterpretation, or assumptions that were never there to begin with. As the social climate shifts, many men choose distance over discomfort, not out of fear, but out of clarity. When interactions feel like a liability instead of a connection, opting out becomes the calm, rational response. Silence, focus, and self-direction start to look far more appealing than navigating unnecessary tension.
When will men learn to take a fucking hint? Last night I walked out of the bar and I was standing there by myself on the street waiting for my Uber. And these guys come up to me and they're like talking to me, trying really hard. I'm like, I have a boyfriend. Do I have a boyfriend? No. They were pretty chill. They walked away. New guy comes up. He's like, hey, what's your name? I'm like, Paige. He's like, when can I see you again? And I was like, I'm not real. That should have been enough of a fucking hint that I didn't want to speak to you. He continues on. He's like, oh my God, me neither. I can tell you're not real. Like, you're beautiful. And I was like, thank you. He's like, can I get your number? I'm like, no, I have a boyfriend. And he was like, oh. And I was like, yeah, I love my boyfriend. And he was like, well, I could be your new boyfriend. And I was like, no, you can't. I love my boyfriend. And I kept going and he kept fucking going. And I was like, when will you understand that if I'm telling you, first of all, if I tell you I'm not real, if I reject giving you my number, that means that I don't want to fucking speak to you. Why is that so hard to understand? Like, when will it get through their heads? If I reject you once, walk away. It's so simple.
Weeks pass, and suddenly there's a tearful post asking why no one approaches anymore. What's missed is that men already read the signal, respected the boundary, and quietly withdrew. There was no confrontation, no argument, just distance. You created the space, and now you're surprised it feels empty. Men who value peace don't chase mixed messages or perform for attention. When consistency disappears, so does effort. Silence isn't punishment. It's the natural outcome of clear choices, even in a digital world.
It has come to my attention that men do not want to approach women anymore. I don't know when this happened, but this is the reality of the situation. And I also realized that nobody wants to be on dating apps anymore. I think this summer is about to be feral girl summer. Like, I feel like we are finally gonna connect with one another, and we are finally gonna get off the apps, and we are finally gonna flirt with one another. However, we have an issue at hand. Men don't want to approach women at bars. So it's like, how do we start conversation? Luckily, one of my favorite gifts in life is asking weird questions to people. So I started taking myself out to bars. I'm going out with girlfriends and I'm trying to make conversation with guys at bars. And I have one question that I have been asking that is working. My favorite question to ask, I ask this on first dates too. I always ask people, if I could give you a private jet right now that could take you anywhere in the world, where would you go? And this brings up so many good conversations. If a guy says Italy, I'm already imagining our honeymoon there. But seriously, use this one next time you're out. And I just feel like this is about to be an amazing summer, and I am so excited for it.
The shift didn't happen quietly, it happened decisively. Once the rules changed, men adjusted without making noise about it. Caution replaced spontaneity, restraint replaced approach, and observation replaced pursuit. What followed wasn't confusion, but recalibration. Men didn't disappear. They became selective, reserved, and far more measured with their time and energy. The ripple effects are still unfolding, and pretending otherwise doesn't change the outcome.
Stop telling me to go meet someone in the wild when I go in the wild and someone will be staring at me the whole entire night and won't come say hi. How many more times is that going to happen? How many more times am I going to be in the bar, playing pool, at the coffee shop, on a walk, and I will be staring down another person who is staring me down, smiling across the table, whatever, and you don't come say hi? Oh my gosh. What am I meant to do, you guys? Am I going to have, like, we always have to make the first move or something? Because, like, oh my gosh.
Funny how things get quiet once the wish actually comes true. What was chased so loudly is now being carried alone. No anger, no reaction, just the calm realization that outcomes don't negotiate with intentions. This is what alignment looks like when the noise fades.
And I've been crying all day because I got sat on a plane next to a couple, and the whole time the guy had his hand on like his girlfriend's leg, you know, and it was just kind of like that the whole time. And I can't, like, I've been single my whole life. I'm 25 and I've never gotten to experience that. What are you waiting for? I've never gotten like close to that. Damn. And it's just too much. Like, it's too much. I can't do it anymore. There are some people out there who they're not interested in a relationship and they want to be by themselves. But like, that's not me, and that's never been me. I have always wanted to be in a relationship, even though I've never been in one. And even though I'm comfortable by myself and I can do things alone, but like at a certain point, it gets like really sad doing things alone. Like, I've traveled alone to so many places because like if I don't go by myself, I'm not gonna go. If I don't do things by myself, it's not gonna happen. But at the same time, like, it's so much fun to be able to like share that with someone else. And like, everyone I know is in a relationship right now, and like the majority of them have been in relationships for like a long time. Like, this is established, and I feel like I've always been alone, and I don't want to be, and I don't understand why this is happening to me. And I don't know, I like can't take it anymore. And clearly this didn't work because I'm still crying, and I just wasted like 2 minutes of your time, and I'm sorry. And I hope you're having a better weekend than I am. So
move with intention and choose alignment over impulse. Select a partner who matches your values, pace and emotional discipline, someone who adds clarity, not chaos. Attention without respect always comes at a cost. Being chosen by someone unavailable or self-absorbed only leaves you depleted, resentful, and distracted from your own growth. Peace compounds when you stop confusing intensity for connection and start prioritizing consistency, effort, and mutual investment. If the message hit, like, comment, and subscribe. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.